I remember when we first faced, when we first started doing interleague play, when I was in Minnesota, we were playing San Diego, and we went in our little pitchers meeting. We were talking about Tony Gwynn, how you get Tony Gwynn out. And they was like, just throw it down the middle. That's what they said, just throw it down the middle. I'm like, throw it down the middle. We didn't practice throwing the ball down the middle. Yes, throw it down the middle so he can decide whether he wanted to hit it to left field, or he want to pull it to right field, or he want to hit it back and knock your head off. Let him decide that, because if you throw it outside, you already made the decision for him. You know, if you throw it inside, you made the decision. Throw it down the middle. Make him make the decision where he want to hit it at. And I was like, you got to be a damn good hitter for somebody to say that. Just throw it down the middle. But yeah, that was my cat and mouse game, and the fun I had facing, you know, some of the best hitters that ever, you know, swung a bat.
LaTroy, here's my last question to you. When it comes to, and this is just my opinion, when it comes to blacks in baseball, if people really were to understand the history, and from the Negro leagues, when you had brothers like Josh Gibson, and then you had guys like even Jackie Robinson played in the Negro leagues for a time, and then you have even the 80s when you had the likes of Darryl Strawberries and Reggie Jacksons. It just seems like, in terms of Black Americans and their influence and love for the game, it seems like that was in the past times in terms of Black Americans celebrating the sport. What do you think baseball can do to get back to black?
It's never going to be back to black. What we're essentially trying to do is giving our, you know, black and brown kids opportunity to play on the same, to be on the same playing field, and that's going with exposure, getting recruited, and the last few years, probably the last 8 years, Tony Reagins and Dale Matthews over at Major League Baseball, they do a good job now. They have programs, Dream Series, which I was just at over MLK weekend. They do it in Tempe, Arizona at the Angels spring training facility. And we bring in the top, you know, minority players in the country and get them ready, you know, over a 4-day period for their upcoming tryouts in the season in high school. And then we do the Breakthrough Series the 1st of June, where we bring those kids in again and get them some more instruction from, you know, a lot of retired, you know, African Americans who pitched at the high and played at the highest level. You got myself, Pat Mahomes Sr., Marvin Freeman, Darren Oliver, Courtney Duncan, Kenny Hill. We got Charles Johnson comes through, Griffey comes through, Griffey Sr.'s there, Mike Sosha as a coach, Jerry Manuel runs the, you know, he's part of running the program. He's the head manager. We got a lot of guys that played some time in Lenny Webster, who was a black catcher. He's there also, and so we got Charles Johnson and Lenny Webster, two of the last African-American catchers in Major League Baseball, come and get a chance to pour into these young men, especially our catchers, pour into their cup. So it's a great program. And then at the end of July, they have the Hank Aaron. They have it for the younger group, which is, I think, 14, 15-year-olds. Then you have the 16 to 18-year-olds. And they pick a team. They pick two teams from that, and they go to Atlanta and play in the Hank Aaron, Classic or Invitation it is. They play a game in Atlanta at the Braves Stadium. So Major League Baseball is doing a lot right now. Ever since Manfred took over, he's done an incredible job. Putting money into the facilities, putting money into these programs, and we do a lot of our training over at Vero Beach, the old Dodgers town, which is now Jackie Robinson. They renamed it Jackie Robinson Sports Complex, and they redid the room so the kids get to stay there. They eat there. They got the field. They built the indoor facility where the kids, it's raining, they can go in and, take infield, take BP, or throw your bullpens on the indoor mounds. It's just a pretty cool place. And so Major League Baseball has done some things to help get the African American kids back, playing the game and getting their exposure and getting drafted. And as you can see, the last couple of years, we've had some minority kids go high in the draft. And since 2017, the first two picks was Royce Lewis and Hunter Green, and both were a part of the program that MLB started. So it's been a journey, and those numbers are starting to rise. And we got some good players, good African American players in the minor league system, and there's future draft picks.
LaTroy, I want to thank you so much for giving us a few moments of your time where we can learn not only about your story, but also about educating us on what's actually happening in baseball and how baseball is actually working to improve baseball relationships in the Black community. So we thank you so much for giving us that game. Thank you, LaTroy.
All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Tim.
That's all for MLBbro.com. I'm your host, Timothy McCain. Peace, y'all.
MLBbro.com, covering Black and Brown Major League.